This is a solution video for homework 6 of differential equations class. Okay, so let's go over from the first problem. So the general rule of solving second order differential equations is, I think the book kind of went through the proofs of the solving very nicely, as well as those videos I posted. But let me just go over. So we basically have three cases. We're gonna treat all of these equations as if they're quadratic equations. And if you go back and review algebra 2, notice if we have the determinant. So if we have the b squared minus 4ac, if this is positive, then we get a really nice case of solving our differential equation as y, or I guess we'll use phi of x because I think that's what our textbook uses. Phi of x equals to c1e r1x plus c2e r2x. Our second case is when we have b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. So in this case, our solution for the second order differential equation would be phi of x equals to c1 e to the power of rx plus c2 x e to the power of rx. Our last case is when b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. So for this case, we're going to have our two answers, r1 equaling to alpha plus beta b, beta I, because this is the imaginary answers, and r2 is going to be alpha minus beta I. So in this case, our differential equation, the solution is going to be phi of x equaling to e to the alpha x c1 cosine of beta x plus c2 sine of beta x. Alright, so let's keep this as our reference and solve all of practice solving our second order differential equations. Alright, so let's go ahead and solve A. So A, you have y prime, double prime minus 4y equals to 0. And we're going to just kind of pretend that this is a quadratic equation until we get to our r1 and r2. So we're going to write this as r squared minus 4 equals to 0. Okay. All right, so you can go ahead and solve, factor this. This is going to end up as r plus 2 and r minus 2 equals to 0. So we have our values being either 2 or negative 2. So these are all both positive 2 and negative 2. They're real numbers, so our category 1, this would apply. So we can go ahead and solve that. The answer, the solution to this second order differential equation is going to be phi of x equals to c1 e to the power of positive 2x plus c2 e to the power of negative 2x. So, and please assume that all of our c1s and c2s discussed as part of our answer set for all of these problems are going to be constants. Okay, let's go ahead and solve B. So B is given as 3y double prime plus 2y prime equals to 0. So let's utilize also our symbol of r. So 3r squared plus 2r equals to 0. You can go ahead and factor r out, and we get 3r plus 2 equals to 0. So in this case, we'll have r equals to 0, or equaling to negative 2 over 3. So we have two different real answers, which also will fall into our category 1, the first case. So we can go ahead and get to our solution as phi of x equals to c1 e to the power of 0x plus c2 e to the power of negative 2/3 x. We can further reduce this because anything to the power of 0 is going to be 1. So this is going to be c1 plus c2 e to the power of negative 2 over 3x. So this is going to be our solution. Okay, moving on to part C. Part C would be using the r. This would be r squared plus 16 equals to 0. So for this case, let's go ahead and actually calculate b squared minus 4ac. So this would be rb is 0 because I don't see the middle term, this the first order term. So this is 0 minus 4 times a times 16. I don't really need to get to the answer, but I know that this is going to be negative. So probably I'm expecting the third category. Okay. All right, so now actually solve for the r. R squared equals to negative 16, because I can subtract 16 to both sides, and then square root both sides. And of course, square rooting, that comes with plus and minus. So we have r equals to plus and minus 4i, because negative, square root of a negative number would result in I. Okay, so there we go. We have our answer as we can express this in two different formats. So I can write my first answer form as phi of x to be. We can continue to use our first form and do c1 e to the power of positive 4i plus c2 e to the power of negative 4i. So this is a good answer. We can also practice writing our answer using this format since we are indeed in the third category. So by using that, our answer is going to be phi of x is going to be e to the power of alpha a. Alpha is 0. Our real part of this answer is 0, so we have 0x, open parentheses, c1, cosine of our beta is 4, 4x, plus c2 sine of 4x. Okay, this can be rewritten as e to the power of 0x is just 1, so it's just c1 cosine of 4x plus c2 sine of 4x. All right, so either one of these two answers they mean the same thing, and they're both very valid answers for part C. Okay, let's continue and go on to part D. All right, so part D is just saying r squared equals to 0. So in this case, our answer is going to be r equals to 0. So this falls into our second category where we only have one answer. Okay. So phi of x is going to be c1 e to the power of r is 0, so 0 times x plus c2 x e to the power of 0x. So this comes out to c1 plus c2 x. Let's continue. We have to do part E. All right, so part E is r squared plus 2i r plus 1 equals to 0. Okay. This part, actually calculate b squared minus 4ac. So this is 2I squared minus 4 times 1 times 1. So that is going to be negative 4 minus 4, which is going to give a negative value. So we know to expect the third category. All right, then let's actually solve for the r. I can use the quadratic equation, which is, as long as this is a homogeneous equation, x squared equals to b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, so let's substitute the values. This is going to be negative 2I plus or minus 2I squared minus 4 times a times c. Those are all 1. And 2 times a, which is a is 1. Okay, so we have negative 2I plus and minus. Inside would be, that value is negative 4. So that's negative 8. Square root of negative 8 over 2. So this is negative 2I plus and minus root 2I, 2 root 2I over 2. So we get to negative I plus and minus root 2I. Okay, so we know that those are going to be our solutions for the r. I guess the next step is we can plug those r values into our phi of x. To find the phi of x, we can still use our general format. And let me try doing that. So this is going to be c1 e to the power of negative I plus root 2x plus c2 e negative I minus root 2x. I think this was the textbook solution, so we can keep this as our answer. Okay, and let's go ahead and to f. All right, f, we can write this as r squared minus 4r plus 5 equals to 0. If I quickly calculate b squared minus 4ac, so that's going to be negative 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 5. That's 16 minus 20, so we know that that's going to be a negative number. So we can again expect the third category. I think we should solve for the r, so we can use the quadratic equation. So r equals to negative b, so that's going to be negative of negative 4, which is going to be positive 4, plus and minus 16 minus 4 times a times c, that's 20, all over 2. So this is going to be 2 plus and minus, that's negative 2i, just 1i. Okay, this time let's use this format. So phi of x is going to be e. This is alpha plus or minus beta I format. So our alpha is 2, so 2x c1 cosine of beta is going to be 1x plus c2 sine of another 1x. All right, so this is our solution for part F.